The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Thompson Robinson throwing right away. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard, powering his way forward. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. Play action, May. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Thompson Robinson throwing here. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The DTR going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. Now he steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Thompson Robinson now. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it. Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing here is May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pierce the intended target there, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Here's May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. To throw is DTR. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to add on to their first-half lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To throw, it's May. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Looking to throw, May. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Thompson Robinson now. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To the air, May. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And they go play action with May. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And now they'll shift things around. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Thompson Robinson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashad Bateman, 38 yards. And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. Now the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And shedding through the tackle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
They go play action now. May. And he's got Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Thompson Robinson, quick throw out wide that's caught.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Browns are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Oh, good move.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun.
There's the stiff arm, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 31-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Thompson-Robinson now to throw.
Flushed out right. Oh, hit as as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he'll find Gibson here complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, a 22.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's caught.
And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fancy footwork in midfield. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
114 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That one completes him again.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Browns come up with a